Are you someone who is intimidated by your neighbor's prayer during church or fellowship? You listen in whatever they are saying and copy and paste into yours. Or sometimes when you're alone, you go on autopilot. Whatever your pastor said, whatever your neighbor said, you bring it into your prayer. And sometimes your head just goes blank. You literally have nothing to say. Let's talk. What's up, lads? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lily, and on this channel we create life experience and faith-based content. If that's something you're interested in, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss on future content that I upload every Friday. So I was recently talking to my sister, and she told me that she was having difficulties praying. She felt like she didn't know what to say during prayer compared to other people. And I told her that was normal because that's exactly what happened to me. We come from a background of reciting prayers. You know those prayers that we used to recite every morning and evening? It felt quick and easy. So from that background, it is really, really hard to start using your own words. First of all, you're not going to be comfortable. Then too, you're not going to trust your own words. You feel like other people's words are better than yours. And you feel like if you use their words, your prayer is going to be hard, like faster. Because I remember when I used to copy and paste my pastor's words, like I would literally go back home. As I was praying, I would use exact words that he used. And guess what? My prayers felt dry. I would feel those words bouncing back to me. But as I went on, here are the 4 steps that helped me to enjoy my conversation with God. The first one is knowing the intent of the prayer. It is very, very important. Before you get into your prayer room or prayer corner, figure out what you want to tell God. The intention of the prayer is very important. As long as it's genuine, your spirit and the intent will be in sync. Please present it to Him and don't be anxious. Let's read Philippians 4:6-7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all minds in Jesus Christ. So once you have presented that intent to Him, this will bring automatic focus, which brings us to step number 2, focus. This step is also going to need preparation before prayer. Make sure you limit potential distractions, like switch off your phone. Then too, for beginners, try to be in a quiet place. I know there are people who can concentrate even in noisy places, but for beginners it's going to be quite hard. So make sure that you are in a quiet place, and then you can set the mood. Switch on worship songs. That is also going to help you bring your focus. And then make sure that you clear your mind, please. It is very, very important. This mind is so strong because we go through a lot during day and our brain is very active. So once we start praying, we might end up thinking of the things that did not work out, thinking of the things that worked out, thinking of the things that what we may do for them to work out. So make sure that you clear your mind. It is very important. Switching on worship song helps a lot. It helps me. And the most important thing on focus is clearing your mind. Let's read Colossians 3:2. Set your mind on things above, not on earthly things. The earthly things here are the distractions. Let's also read 1 Peter 4:7. The end of all things is near. Therefore be alert and of sober mind, so that you may pray. So now you know the intent of prayer. You are focused. The next thing you're going to use God's word, which brings us to step number 3. Using God's word in prayer. So many people in the Bible knew the power of God's word, like Jesus, David, even Paul. So many people were using God's word. It is important for us to incorporate scriptures into our prayers so that we can tap into the power of the word. Let's read Hebrews 4:12. For the word of God is alive and active, sharper than any double-edged sword. It penetrates even to dividing soul and spirit, joint and marrow. It judges the thoughts and attitudes of the heart. Loves, his writing is not just an empty writing. It is a weapon. Let's read John 15:7. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask for what you wish and it will be done for you. For his word to remain in you, that means you're going to have to read this book. But for a meantime, you're going to use Bible stories like how God, we all know how God delivered the Israelites from Egypt. So if you want to be delivered from something, you can ask God to deliver you just like he delivered the Israelites. And you can use those psalms that we used to recite in Sunday school, like Psalms 23, Psalms 91, and use those scriptures and incorporate them with your intent. Trust me, once you do all that, you know the intent of prayer, you are focused, and you're using God's word, you're going to have his undivided attention. And your prayer is going to flow just like your pastor or that brother or sister who intimidates you. So in order to make it a full prayer, you're going to need some quiet time with him, which brings us to step number 4, quiet time with him. We all know that prayer is a two-way conversation. So after you have talked to him, you're going to give him time to also talk to you. Let's read Isaiah 41:1. Be silent before me, you island. Let the nations renew their strength. Let them come forward and speak. Let us meet together at the place of judgment. Yes, you've heard that. Be silent. You are going to let him speak too. Let's also read Revelation 3:20. Here I am. I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and eat with that person, and they with me. So many times God knocks on that door, but we never hear him because we never get that quiet time with him. There are times that I've had my answers immediately because I've made it a point to have quiet time after prayers. But it doesn't have to necessarily happen every after prayers. Sometimes you just have to sit down and make it a session, quiet time with him. And trust me, he will talk to you. Let's not wait for him to talk to us through people, through dreams, but let's also try to get to that still voice during the quiet time, because that still voice is the answer to your prayer intent. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. See you next time.